Hi, Mark. I really liked how you explained about the things on your suit and how it brought you up and sank you down. And I like how you explained like how you figured out like the areas where the artifacts were. So the people would say maybe they dropped it in so far in the water, and then you would go diving down and getting the artifact. Um, I also like how you really explained well how um, you find the time frame of an artifact and how old it is. Um, and those are just some of the things that I really like about when you were present. Thank you.
What I found very interesting are something that you said. I really liked it because you answered one of my questions that I really wanted to know. It was if you try to do if you did tests like grabbing or using an item that was the same size and same weight as the item that the subject threw in, and then you would have thrown it in and see how far it would have gone, and then going to that exact spot and seeing what's inside. I also liked how funny you were and how you explained everything to us. Thank you.
Hello, Mark. Today I really had fun talking with you. I think you're very funny. I learned that it's a lot harder than you probably make it look because you've been doing this for a lot of years. And I learned that you use a lot of critical thinking while you're doing that, and you found a lot of cool stuff. And thank you for talking with me.
I learned Mark told us that you when it's really dark, you have to use a flashlight underwater to see what you're doing. And there's these bags that when there's something really big, you use these bags to lift it up. And there's like 1,000-pound bags that can hold 1,000 pounds, and a 500-pound bag that can hold 500 pounds. And like if you were holding up a car that was 5,000 pounds, you could use 4 of those bags to float it up to the top. And he found an anchor, and he kept shaking the ring, and it like pushed the dirt out of the way so he could see what it was, and then he needed people to come and help him pull it out of the water. And he needed they wear these suits to go under the water, because if they didn't wear the suits they could get hurt. And they wear these gloves, and one's like this big fat one, and one's this little like cloth one which he uses in the winter. And he can breathe underwater and talk to people while he's under the water. And they have this rope cut a line that when they communicate with it, like that when they tug once, he tugs once just to see if he's okay. And I think that's all I have to say.
Right there.
Thank you. I like how you told us about how the gas and like the other like things can't go into the certain type of suits that you wear, because that's cool, because usually water sucks up into like clothes or like certain things. And I like how you like whenever you told us a certain thing, you always like told us more about it and stuff that we didn't even ask. And thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you. I liked when you told us like about all the things like you found, like how you found them. I liked finding out how you
like the light on your helmet and how you see because it's so dark in the water. Hi, Mark. I'm Tara, and I really liked all your information that you gave us about underwater excavations and like how you bring things up and all the stuff that you found. I thought it was really interesting how you guys had like signals to communicate underwater and how you knew like when you found the artifact and all the ways you used to find it. Thank you very much for teaching us. Bye.
Oh, well, hi, Mark, and thank you for showing up on our smart board. And what I learned today was that you have to use common sense when you're like under the water. You can't just go under there and be like, oh, that's probably a meteor. Or you have to like know what you have and find out a way to grow what you know. And thank you.
What I liked about the FaceTime today was that how you taught us what equipment you usually use, like the big glove and the gloves that you use in the winter. And I found it really interesting because I didn't know scuba divers had to wear 2 layers of gloves, and that looks like it looks really weird because like the rubber is like bendy and it's small. It looks really small for your hand and stuff. Um, I also liked how you said the lungs would pop if you went up really fast because that I didn't know that before, and I thought that I found that really interesting.
Thank you, Mark, for teaching us all about underwater archaeology. And I really found fascinating that you taught us about all the cool stuff that you work with and all the cool tools that you showed us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark, for telling us about underwater investigation. And it was really cool showing us all the type of suits and gloves and all that you have to wear. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark, for teaching us about underwater investigation. I found everything you said very fascinating.
Thank you, Mark, for teaching us about underwater investigation. It was very, very interesting to me.
Thank you, Mark, for teaching us about underwater investigation. I really found fascinating that you can find really cool fossils underwater, and you know how people might have died by the way of their teeth.